What's up, guys?
What's
So
up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
So say you're just cruising around. I asked you earlier already. So say you're like getting food. Your kid starts crying, balls watering.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Balls watering.
Yeah, I saw like this tear. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, bro. People are looking at
Yeah,
you.
bawling. Bawling his eyes.
Yeah.
I would probably just try to finish up. If I'm like at the counter ordering already, I just finish up as fast as I can, and then just take him outside or do whatever I got to do to make him like be quiet.
What would you do to make him be quiet? Oh, that's a question.
Um, just verbally telling him. I mean, I don't. It depends on how you kind of like treated them as they're growing up.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't resort to any physical.
Because like you want to grab him to the ass and beat his up and be like, don't do that again.
Nah, not in public anyway.
Well, like you just take him to the car and just smack him. So like even like when we're growing up, that's how we were disciplined, right?
Pretty much.
Like we do something stupid, our parents would beat our ass.
Mm-hmm.
But so the way I think of it is if they didn't beat our ass and we grew up with them just like talking to verbally, blah blah. Eventually, there's a point where we're gonna meet someone and they'll beat our ass up for acting up. So either way, you're gonna still. Would you rather beat up your kid or have someone else beat up your kid?
Nah, definitely, I'd rather me do it.
Yeah, see what I mean?
No,
so think about that. So like disciplining wise, is there any other? Obviously, the way I think about it is like I want my kid to act a certain way. Like, I'll let them be kids, but like at a certain point, if I say no, they should be like, okay, I get it, back off, blah blah blah. Like, how would you think would be the best way to like teach parents? Because obviously we're not parents, right? But like from your perspective, you were to have kids as they're growing up. Would you like? How would you discipline them? Like, how would you think about it?
Honestly, you just gotta call out like right away if they're doing something bad.
Yeah.
Like make sure that they know it's not something that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't get into habit like they think they can get away with whatever they want to do. So
you beat their ass. That's what you do.
I mean, if they got it, yeah.
So at what age would you be okay if your kid starts cussing?
What age?
Or like in general, like at what age, or you think it's okay? Because for me, like I personally don't mind at like a certain age. I don't mind if like my kids cuss. If say they're playing like what games and they start yelling out a word, I'll be like, that's all good. They're just mad, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then like if they're talking to you and they start using this kind of word, would you like? Is that cool?
Oh, if they're cussing to me,
no, not you, but they'd be like, this is like really good, you know? Like they're trying to like, like that kind of word.
I feel like I wouldn't. It would feel weird if they were not like considered adults.
Okay.
By the time they start like cussing while around me.
So the definition of being adult for most people would be at 18. So
yeah, I would say 18. Yeah.
So say imagine they're like what 13 or like younger when like say when we started playing, we probably started playing games way younger, right?
Yeah.
You know where you're playing.
I was definitely cussing at like maybe like 10, 11.
Yeah. So did you ever like yell it at one time and your parents come in like, what'd you say?
Yeah, for sure. They were like, where'd you learn that?
So I personally I wouldn't mind if they cuss, but they gotta use it at not like as a violently threat. You know what I mean? They like don't yell it like saying it at you, but they're like using it to like certain things. Because obviously if my kid was playing games, he started yelling, I'd be like, I already been there, so it's normal. Yeah. So but then what was I gonna say?
No, yeah, I understand. Like cussing helps you like get the full emotion out.
Yeah.
So if it's in that kind of like scenario, then it's fine. But
dude, my girlfriend, it's not like she doesn't mind it, but for her, she can't say it. So I'm wondering if my kids would be able to say it too. So yeah, because I can blurp it out whenever. I just like sometimes I just yell at her, I'll be like, damn. So it comes out so naturally sometimes, but not without realizing. So it's for you, I don't know, because for your girlfriend, does she know? Does she cuss?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Just randomly or just like in the heat of the moment?
Randomly, in the heat of the moment, regularly, just anything.
So for my girlfriend, it can't come out of her mouth, right? So sometimes, obviously, she doesn't mind if I say it sometimes, but I have like hidden phrases. Like so for like the B word, the way I say it is chump.
Okay.
Yeah, so I say chump to hide it. But I and my girlfriend know what it is, but other people don't know when I say it. They'll be
Okay,
like, "Well, that's
okay.
not that harmful," but to me, I'm telling you a different word.
Yeah.
All right, so then going back to kids,
Mhm.
because it's like I don't think it's in an Asian household, but I've seen where kids call their parents by their first name. How would you feel about that?
Oh, no, that's weird.
Yeah,
No,
so your kid or your daughter or your son calls you Ryan, and you'd be like, "What the heck did you just say?"
no, I don't. At least for me, I've never called my parents by their first
Yeah,
name.
it's just so weird. Because
Mhm.
for me, I think it's because we grew up in Asian households, right?
Mhm.
So did your parents like for your grandpa and grandmas and stuff? They called them whatever like grandma, grandpa did, right? They didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like mom or dad in that sense. Because
No.
the way a lot of people, because the way I think about it, like I believe everybody thinks about it, is they're trying to make sure that you call them what they call them. So yeah, because it'd be weird because as you're growing up, you pick up certain things. So it'd be weird if your dad called his dad instead of grandpa, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
"What's up,
yeah.
dad?" And be like, "No, I'm your grandpa, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah,
that's definitely something in a like a white family.
yeah. Like
When you
I
hear
think
that,
that's so weird too.
yeah. Mhm.
Like it's like, yo, don't call me, yo, you call me dad, and that's it, nothing else.
Mhm.
But like we have like nicknames, I'd be cool with that. But like it's weird too.
Yeah.
All right, so then for like okay, as kids, excuse me, I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. Like when we were growing up, we got like cash money to go sometimes, right?
Mhm.
I seen some kids have credit cards, bro, but obviously it's not their credit cards, like their parents' card.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that?
As long as they're spending it like on
Say like,
like maybe like food or like
Yeah.
if they want to go to the movies or something,
Yeah.
but not if they're like buying like clothes or whatever. Like
oh, on
something
your
like-
card?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know what I find so stupid? I don't know what they're going through school, but like sometimes I seen people where they count money, right?
Mhm.
The kids will give like when working at retail, I seen kids give like money without even counting it. It's like say the value was like $18, right?
Mhm.
They give me like $40 or like give $40. I'm like, what? Dude, you not know how to count?
Yeah.
So like so you wouldn't mind giving your kid a card?
If I know that they're like responsible
Yeah.
enough for one, then yeah. But not. I mean, I would say for the most part, until they're making their own money somehow, I would just give them like an allowance or whatever.
Did you ever get allowance growing up?
No.
No. So I don't
But I
think.
think it would work for this day and age.
Yeah.
Like at least what I envision my parenting style would be.
Yeah. You more lenient?
Yeah.
Would you be like a strict lenient or like?
No, it would still be strict. Like
Yeah.
I give them like a set amount for like a whole month, and
How
then
much-
they have to like budget that for the whole month.
That's good. That's one thing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like say as they like for money, I want to teach them like to be more responsible. Say a certain age, I want them to like say like start saving up for their own stuff, like buying stuff, and then say like when they get older, and especially in this economy, bro, like everything's too high, and if they want to live at home, I would start charging them rent.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't keep that rent for myself. I would put in a deposit for them.
Mm.
So by the time, say for example, they decide to move out, right? Say it's like 2 years.
Yeah.
That amount when they move out, they don't move out with the money they have currently. The moment they move out, I would give them the amount they paid me in rent.
Mm.
Yeah. So basically, it teaches them.
smart.
Yeah. So basically, it teaches them to know like billing and like stuff like that, like being on time.
Mhm.
Because like we never learned that stuff until we actually done it, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not until we're like thrown out into the world until you learn all that stuff by yourself.
I don't know for you growing up, because a lot of time when I was growing up, my parents were always working. Like they were really busy.
Yeah.
Did you have to learn a lot of stuff on your own,
In terms of like financially.
or just like in
Like-
general, like life? Because my parents were, because I came here as immigrants, and my parents constantly had to work, right?
Mhm.
So most of the things I learned were just me observing and like seeing what's right or wrong half the time.
Yeah, it was a lot of observing for sure.
Yeah.
Not too much of like directly hands-on, then teaching me like the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So for my parents, they have showed me life lessons, but a lot of things, because they didn't speak English back growing up, right? So a lot of things I had to learn, because bro, I was like, what, like 8, 9, and they're like telling me like get on the phone and talk to these people. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man.
They start talking about like credit, blah blah stuff like this. I'm like, dude, I'm only 8, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't speak English like that because we came immigrant. Yours is a little different because your parents knew English and everything, right?
No, they're also immigrants,
Yeah.
but I think they assimilated very well.
Like quickly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a little easier on them. But so you never like had to pick up the phone for them or anything?
No, they would make me schedule appointments for myself at some point though.
No, I mean, to this day, I still schedule for my parents because their English is rough. Yeah,
Okay.
but like, yeah, appointments like that. But most of the time, it's like a lot of learning and stuff was like me doing certain things for them. But like, I'm not mad at all because a lot of it's what they did is very hard too. Because if you think about it, like right now, we wouldn't think about it. When they started doing the thing, they're roughly a little older than us.
Yeah.
I don't think we could be able to do it this time. Not in this economy.
No, especially if you don't know the language.
Yeah,
It's
especially.
like, yeah.
Yeah, even like we're like, it's hard moving out too, or now like moving in different places, like because back then people can easily move to this country and do this, but where would we go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm not saying it's harder for us, but there's more obstacle that we have to overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So because what they did is like a lot of people were like, oh, they've been here so long, why didn't they learn the language, right? But you don't realize they came here with nothing. They started this and that. So the way I think of it is, say if it's like a progress bar, right? They did the 99%. They got a house. They did all this, provided for the kids and everything. That 1% was not learning the complete language. So I think that's okay in my eyes because what 99% is what an A.
Yeah.
That's still passing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that the language was not their main focus. Their focus was surviving.
Yeah,
And
that's a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, surviving it's hard too because even though we had people around us who were like they spoke the language like our language, but they couldn't help like fully like you know what I mean like certain things that like obviously for like buying houses we had to do that all that stuff, but like not knowing the language is also like an obstacle.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot of people should learn that? It's like if you go to a new country, what would be your first thing to do?
If it's me,
Yeah.
probably would be learning the language. Honestly, at least if it was for me with my knowledge as it is now,
Yeah.
that would probably be a big focus for sure.
Language, bro. To be honest with you, I suck it. I can't learn the language. So
I don't speak a second language fluently other than English.
So when,
So-
because when you were growing up, what did your parents speak at home? English, or did they?
Earlier on, it was mostly Cantonese.
Is that hard? Is it really hard?
Um,
Because I'm pretty sure it's hard. Because I took 4 years of
it's probably hard for somebody that's new to it. Yeah.
yeah. So because you know, for kids, a lot of people, the way you learn language is hearing it over and over and over. So at home, when you're growing up, it was mainly what English in your household.
As I was getting older, yeah, it started to be more English, but there'd still be like Cantonese like mixed in there.
Yeah. So it's like okay, I get what you.
Yeah, so I know the basics.
Can you hold a full conversation though?
Probably.
No.
Like very basic sentences, like baby sentences. Yeah.
But like if we were go to like what where are your parents from?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. So if we were to go there, would you be able to like me and you go there for vacation? Would you be able to hold us down?
No, not to every place. No,
Yeah.
I could maybe order some boba for you, but aside from that, no, probably not.
So do you I'm not saying do you regret not learning the language too, or
It's definitely a regret, I would say. Yeah, but I'm trying. I've been trying to make time to learn Chinese, not specifically Cantonese
Like Mandarin
anymore
and
because, yeah, more Mandarin
yeah?
because of business reasons.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah,
Um,
dude, that'd be so sick if you actually like it. I see what
Yeah.
you're doing. Yeah,
Yeah, because Cantonese is kind of like a dying language, but I know that's what most of my family speaks.
yeah.
But in a business perspective, I've been meaning to learn Mandarin.
That's a good one because a lot of factories over there too.
Mm.
So do you celebrate Lunar New Year's?
Yeah.
Do you know the saying?
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I say? Because every time, because me and my girlfriend, she's half Vietnamese, half Chinese. Her her mom speaks Vietnamese and Chinese. Her dad just speaks Vietnamese. But every time we have New Year, you say that weird thing for the red envelope, right?
Yeah.
Not really weird, but it's you have to say it.
It's
Bro,
the same,
I try to always avoid the Vietnamese one because it's like super long, and
Is it?
I just say Chúc mừng năm mới, which is like Happy New Year's, and then that's it.
Okay.
Even though my girlfriend, she knows both saying like the Chinese version and the Vietnamese version, and she says it like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had to learn that, which is basic, like Gung Hei Pa Choi.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, the whole because her grandma, she speaks both languages too. So basically, every time we're over for the Lunar New Year's party, we could go around. I just say the one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though everyone learns like say the thing, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it. Because in high school, did you take a language?
Spanish and French.
Do you know anything? How many years?
Honestly, I did 2 years each.
Damn.
But honestly, I don't remember shit from that.
Yeah, I took 4 years of Korean, bro.
For real? Oh my god.
Bro, it's crazy too, because technically, you know how for Spanish you have Spanish 1, 2, and then it's AP Spanish and whatever. Technically, it would have been AP Korean, bro. I just kept going. That's how I met my girlfriend too. But the only reason I passed was because the test. She would give the test the day before, right? And what's it called? The test before we fill out the answer. I would take a picture of my phone, and that time smartwatches were a thing. It's growing. So basically, me and my friend, we had it on our thing, and we just kept writing it down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, my best friend at that time, he's Korean too. And he did the whole thing.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, 4 years of Korean, can't learn anything.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but then continuing off, let's just end it on this. If you could learn any language, what would it be?
Honestly, Mandarin.
Mandarin?
Yeah, because I know that's probably one of the hardest languages to learn, for sure.
Because do you know so technically the way Korean, Japanese, and Mandarin, Chinese, Cantonese, the way they're structured are similar. Because I think the Korean language and the Japanese language are based off the kanjis of like Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's similarities and all that. I mean, I can actually generally read most Korean.
You can?
Because the alphabet is pretty easy, but
okay, bro, don't
I don't know the meanings of it. I could read it.
Well, so I took 4 years Korean. I don't remember saying a thing for the alphabet, but when I was learning it, it was probably the teacher made it easy enough to understand.
Okay.
It's like our alphabet.
Yeah.
But then I don't believe there's like I know they don't have an F. So if you say the F word, bro, it's a P instead of an F.
Yeah.
So for that, so Korean. Or not Korean, Mandarin?
Mandarin, yeah, for me. How about you?
Bro, it's tough. Probably just Japanese, bro. Straight up. Japanese or German, dude. Have you seen? Have you heard German people?
German sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. But I can't learn language, bro.
Yeah.
So say if you knew Mandarin, right? If you learned it fluently, would you teach it to your kid?
Would I teach it? Probably not. No, because I'm Cantonese.
Okay.
So if I was to teach my kid a language, it would be Cantonese.
Okay.
But no, I mean, it's probably not important to them unless the only reason I would teach them is for them to be able to speak to like their grandparents.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
But,
so say our parents, they speak their native language, right? So technically, sometimes because the parents, parents, everyone likes kids. So basically, because my kid's gonna like absorb what my parents say because that's the only language they know. And my girlfriend, she understands it, but she can't speak it. So if my kids know Vietnamese, and I'm talking to them, my girlfriend's just gonna stare there. Or my wife at that time, she can just stare there and be like, "What?" She's not gonna be able to communicate. For your girlfriend, what does she speak?
She's Korean, so she doesn't speak Korean fluently.
Dang.
But
that's cool language too.
she can understand a lot of it.
So she said, my bad. If you guys were to go a trip to Korea, would you be able to hold your own?
I would say so. Yeah.
That's cool. So I don't know, because I asked you earlier, you're not in the idea of having kids just yet, right?
Not at the moment. No,
Yeah.
not just because of financially.
Yeah, it's hard out there right now too. But knowing your girlfriend, would she want your kids to learn Korean?
If we had kids, probably yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of language mixing, bro. English, Korean,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think it's cool because what we're like, we're not first generation. We're like half a generation. Were you born? You were born here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be first generation basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so yeah, because a lot of people, the way they lose a touch with their culture. You think so? Or what's your thought on it?
In our generation, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when we were growing up, the main thing was like fitting in with American, like the whole American society.
So one question I have, we're gonna end up on this one, all right? So have you when you're going to school, did you ever bring your own lunch?
Yeah.
Sometimes, right? Because obviously sometimes I brought it, and sometimes I ate cafeteria food because my parents are always busy.
Yeah.
But sometimes I bring it. Did you know floss? Meat floss?
Yeah.
You
Like
ever
the
bring?
pork floss?
Yeah. Those are. Do you like those?
It's good.
Yeah.
My parents never packed that for me, but I've had it like at the bakery and whatnot.
Yeah, those are good too. But going back to my girlfriend, even like certain foods I brought to school, people are like looking at me weirdly about it. So that's why because vaguely remember bringing that too. My girlfriend, she had a rough experience with that because she brought it one time and some kid made fun of her thinking it was like dog hair.
Yeah.
Because you know how the joke is like the Asian joke is like, oh, you guys eat dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ever like people say weird stuff about you, like food wise?
I think maybe like when I would bring spam, just because
Spam's so good, bro.
Yeah, spam is really good.
Yeah.
But I think for some people they were like sensitive to the smell.
Oh my God.
But honestly, I think my parents or my mom would pack me the lunches when she could. But it was more Americanized. Like she understood that like I would rather have something that everyone thinks is, is normal.
Your mom saved you.
Yeah.
Being bullied for it. Yeah, but that sucks. But crazy thing now is everybody's more accepting of like Asian food.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is crazy too, because I remember like if I can go back in time and find that person whoever made fun of like an Asian food, bro, I'd be like, what happened now?
Yeah.
But that was a good talk.
Yeah.
I like it, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you liked it, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment.
For sure.
Thank you, Ryan.